If you're not attracting your dream partner, if you're not attracting your dream house, if you're not attracting your dream job, if you're not attracting health, wealth, prosperity and abundance, it's because your subconscious doesn't think you're worthy. Your subconscious is sabotaging your life. They don't teach us this at school, but from the moment we're born, we're subject to all the influences and external beliefs of other people around us. People tell us who we are, what we can do and what we deserve. And we soak it all up like a sponge. We're completely impressionable. We take everything at face value, but we're being brainwashed all the way up to the age of 10. It's not until the age of 10 we start to filter what people are telling us. But it's already too late, and the influences are still there. Our teachers, our parents, our friends, our religious leaders, they're all telling us what we should believe about ourselves. And we start to think we're too fat, or we're too ugly, or we're too incompetent, or we're too poor, or we're too stupid. And by the time we reach adulthood, we find we're burdened with a subconscious that doesn't think we're worthy of our dream job, or our dream house, or our dream partner. And no matter how hard we try, we can't seem to attract what it is that we want into our lives. And we tend to blame the external instead of looking internally, and that's the fundamental reason why nothing changes. It is now reckoned that our subconscious is 95% responsible for our outcomes and experiences in life. The conscious mind is simply a filter that most of us haven't learned to use effectively. Many of us hold big dreams in our conscious mind, but the subconscious is operating from a completely different blueprint, so it doesn't deliver our dreams and instead delivers disappointment. And the blueprints the subconscious is working from are deeply ingrained in our psyche after years of brainwashing. So the law of attraction, which is always at play, means the universe is busy delivering what it is your subconscious thinks it deserves. And that might not actually be what you want. Think of the woman who's in a relationship with a man who constantly beats her up. For years she stays in this relationship until finally her friends persuade her to leave the man. But sure enough, 6 months later she's dating another guy, and guess what? He starts beating her up too. That's because there's a record in her subconscious, or a paradigm, a blueprint, that is dictating what happens in the area of her relationships. And it keeps attracting violent men or men who are dysfunctional into her life. And unless she changes her subconscious blueprint or her subconscious belief system, she will keep attracting men who are bad for her. Your subconscious mind is filled with records and belief systems, stories, paradigms and blueprints that are dictating what happens in each area of your life. Some of those paradigms, some of those blueprints might be serving you very well. For example, in the area of health or family or friends, everything might be absolutely fine. But in other areas of your life, such as searching for a good job or searching for a romantic partner, you might be attracting only disappointment and despair. The fundamental truth is this: we have to stop blaming the external and look internally. We have to change our mindset. We've got to reprime our subconscious to attract a better experience in our life. We need to rewrite those blueprints at a cellular level and fundamentally change what our subconscious believes. But how do you actually rewire your subconscious to attract what you want? Well, there are so many methods these days. You've probably heard of some of them: auto-suggestion, affirmations, Psych-K, emotional freedom techniques, hypnosis, self-hypnosis, and so many more. And I've tried all of them, but I have to say that I find the most efficient, most effective, and most simple way to reprime your subconscious is listening to positive affirmations as you fall asleep. Now, the reason why this method is so effective is that as you're falling asleep, the conscious mind switches off for the night and doesn't get in the way. So the affirmations that you're listening to can penetrate the subconscious directly without being filtered. If in the waking hours you stand in front of a mirror and repeat affirmations such as "I am rich," if the conscious mind knows that statement to be false, it will offer up resistance, whereas the subconscious mind is completely impartial and open to suggestion without judgment. So by listening to positive affirmations as you fall asleep, you increase the efficiency with which those affirmations reach your subconscious, so that you can overwrite those blueprints and those paradigms that aren't working for you much more effectively. If there's an area in my life that isn't working for me, or where I want to get better results, I simply make an audio recording specific to that area and listen to it every night as I go to sleep. Within 7 days, I start to notice major shifts occurring. It's incredible. I start to get inspired with brilliant ideas. And what's actually happening is I'm increasing the vibration in that blueprint or in that area of my life. And the universe, which follows the law of attraction, starts delivering people and experiences that match that higher level of vibration. I've used audio affirmations as I go to sleep to attract wealth, to attract better health, to attract success in my life, and even to lose weight. And the great thing about it is it's so simple. It's maximum results with minimum effort. All you need is a pair of headphones. I use these noise cancellation headphones by Bose. They're fantastic. And you just put them them over your ears as you go to sleep, plug it into your iPhone, listen to the audio affirmations, and job done for 30 minutes as you fall asleep. It's all taken care of. You hardly have to do anything. It's fantastic. And I believe in this method so much that I want you to try it. So I've created an audio recording to attract more abundance for you that you can download for free here. It's about 30 minutes of repeated affirmations set to soothing background music and binaural beats. Now, binaural beats are when you hear two tones, each in one ear, that are very slightly different in frequency. These binaural beats cause the brain to process a new beat at the difference of the frequencies. This helps to put the brain into a relaxed and meditative theta state, which allows the messages to reach your subconscious all the more efficiently. You can download this audio recording for better abundance in your life right here for free. And if you listen to this recording every night as you go to sleep for at least 7 days, I guarantee you'll start to see small positive changes in your life. They might be small at first, but if you really stick at it, I think you'll be amazed by the changes you see. Your level of vibration in that area of your life will increase, and so the universe will start to deliver people and experiences that match that level of vibration, and I think you'll be amazed by the results.